What's going on, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict, bringing my top picks for Tuesday's NBA DFS main slate. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into it as usual. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, all right, to DraftKings addict. All right, just go ahead and click the little subscribe button. It's going to give you the option to be notified when I post new videos. I would suggest you go ahead and click the bell. And as always, guys, help out the channel so that way we can spread this love throughout the YouTube universe by clicking the like button for me, please. If we can get to 100 likes, I would be very appreciative. So just go ahead and tap the like button. It doesn't hurt much. So just tap it real quick. All right, guys. So give me a follow over on Twitter at DK_addict. Alrighty, guys. I sent out some information on there as far as like maybe some value plays. If I update my core, or sometimes I'll send out a lineup or two. It just depends on how I'm feeling and what's going on for me for that day. Alrighty, so at DK_addict Twitter. If you play NBA DFS, I believe that Twitter is a must because it's the quickest way to get information when it comes to players being ruled out, any changes in the lineups, or whatever the case may be. So you got to be plugged into Twitter, guys. So if you don't have a Twitter account and you're playing NBA DFS, go ahead and sign up for a Twitter account. Go ahead and search for at DK_addict and give me a follow. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Yesterday, guys, my cash lineup smashed. All right, again, like I told you guys, it's going to be a high cash line. All right, 328.75. I believe that lineup ended up finishing with 345. So I was able to cash on my double ups. Good to go, baby. But again, James Harden went off as advertised. Okay, for 73 DraftKings points versus Memphis. All right, they inched out a win there, 107-100. They really should have blew that team out. But hey, I'm glad it stayed close because that means that Harden points went up. All right, Eric Gordon even came up. Showed up, all right? 26.25 DraftKings points. Again, nothing to knock your socks off, but at least he paid off that value. I think he was like 4K. All right, then Brown Jr., my favorite value player of the day. Look at that, y'all. Put up 41 DraftKings points at 3.2K. Damn, if you didn't play him, man, you missed out on a great value play. Next up, I went with Jared Allen, my power forward. Again, just because of New Orleans and how many shots they take and that young team and that fast pace. I felt like it was going to be a lot of rebounding to be had there. As you can see, he put up 34 DraftKings points, and DeAndre Jordan having an ankle injury helped out as well because that means that Jared Allen played more minutes. All right, but again, that played out for me. Drummond, again, we knew he was going to hit us. We hit us with at least 50. Drummond is a beast. As you can see, 58.50 paid off that 10K salary. Thank you very much, Mr. Drummond. I went with Langston Galloway again. Just because of the limits that they had at their point guard and their guard spot, I felt like he was going to get a lot of minutes, which meant a lot of opportunity when it came to points. Originally, I was going to put in a third stud like a Giannis or a Kyrie, but I said I'm going to go with these two guys because these two guys are going to be playing heavy minutes going up against Phoenix, who is a tough team. And, of course, they end up, I think Horford ended up with like 50-something, or whatever the case may be, and Tobias Harris was very close to knocking on 50 as well. Like I say, this lineup ended up scoring 344 when it was all said and done. Again, cash easily. So, yeah, great picks from yesterday's video. So let's go ahead and get into today's picks, guys. Draft Dashboard is my research tool of choice. It's a 30-day trial for $1. The link is in the description of the video. Let me tell y'all how I go in and pick my plays for the most part. You see over here to the left, these green boxes that says DD on it, that's the dash rank. I literally go to each position and look at the first few that are green, and I normally pick those unless there's some kind of news or some type of update where another player may be a little bit better down here for a value as far as the value goes. So as you can see, none of my picks right now are down here at the bottom. I only had these couple of guys right here at the top, and it's literally that easy, And so same thing when it comes to the next spot, shooting guard. Again, I'm looking at that dash rank. As you see right here, we're real slim on shooting guard, so I'm going to have a real tight shooting guard player pool, right? We only got 3 guys right there with the green dash rank. Now, if they're yellow, that's kind of like they're the middle of the road matchup, not the prime matchup. So, again, use your DFS knowledge and make that decision for yourself. But as you can see, we got a lot of options for small forward. Again, so yeah, that's pretty much my process when it comes to Draft Dashboard, guys. And if that's not easy enough, they got an NBA cheat sheet for you too, with all the plays lined up for you right there, including the value plays. So check it out, guys, if you're interested. Again, link is in the description of the video. All right, so first and foremost, point guard, you got to have some LeBron James tonight. The dude is playing out of his mind. He gets a great matchup versus Chicago, who gives it up, as we all know. And we got word that Rondo's out again. And they have a couple other key injuries. That means that LeBron's going to be handling that rock, which means that his triple-double opportunity is still there tonight. So I need me some LeBron James. He's playing like a man on a mission. And he's playing in what they call the Mecca of basketball, Chicago. So I'm playing LeBron James, 9.6K. Price is too damn cheap. This guy should be 11K as well, you know, like Harden. But hey, for whatever reason, DraftKings giving us a discount on him, so I'm going to go ahead and take him. Now, if you're playing with him over on FanDuel, you can see he's $2,100 more expensive. So FanDuel is on top of that pricing now. So sorry, FanDuel fans. All right. So next up, Kemba Walker's in play as well. He's not my favorite play right now. I actually like the guy up under him a little bit better because of his situation. That would be Mr. Brogdon. This guy here, man. Whew, man, he's playing like a champion, ain't he? You know, coming over from Milwaukee, and now he's up in the starting role with that injury there in Indianapolis. All right, so he's taking advantage of that, man. As you can see, he's playing good minutes and he's getting good production. His man's getting points, he's getting rebounds, and he's getting assists. All right, and at 8.2K going up against the Charlotte team, he's in a prime matchup. And again, I like his chances of paying off that 8.2K. Brogdon is definitely my guy that I'm going to be looking at for my shooting guard at the moment. All right. Now, Kemba Walker, again, if you don't want to pay up for LeBron for whatever reason, you could go with Kemba, but I'm getting my boy LeBron, and I'm going with Brogdon as my point guard and shooting guard. So kind of stole my own thunder there with my shooting guard. I'm going with Brogdon. Now, if you don't want to pay 8K for Brogdon, come on down a couple of spots right here to this young man here, Jeremy Lamb. All right. Guy's playing 30-plus minutes. He's only 6K, and he's in a favorable matchup versus Indianapolis. Or no, Indiana. Good Lord, why do I keep saying Indianapolis? All right. So, again, averaging 30 DraftKings points, which is 5-time value. That's a pretty nice floor for a guy that's 6K. So, Jeremy Lamb, and he could have some upside in this matchup, okay? All right. So, as we can see, it's 214 point over and under. He's $1,200 more on FanDuel, which makes him a great value over on DraftKings. So, Jeremy Lamb, if you want to pay down as your shooting guard, is your man. I'm paying up for Brogdon personally, and I'm going to pay down in some other areas. Honorable mentions, guys. DeMar DeRozan versus ATL. It looks like we're going to get Trae Young back on this game. So this game could be a very competitive game. All right. And that could mean great dividends for Mr. DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge on that San Antonio team, okay? At 7.5K, again, this guy's playing 30-plus minutes, putting up 33 DraftKings points on average. But look at his history versus ATL. Last time they played ATL, this guy put up a 50-burger. So, DeMar DeRozan, somebody you don't want to sleep on. Jamal Murray at 6.5K going up against that Miami team. Yes, the Miami team is a scrappy team. But, again, Jamal Murray can put up some nice points. He's playing at home. Again, playing good minutes. He's going to have the ball in his hand, a.k.a. usage. We got the situation where we got the shooting guard. What's his name? I'm having a brain fart. Will Barton is possibly going to be out, it looks like. Yeah, he has inflammation in his left toe. So he may be out. So, again, just means more usage for the guys on the floor. And then some of those guys come off the bench for Denver as well. So, but anyway, got my shooting guards at the top. Small forward. Let's go ahead and move on. Small forward. And Jeremy Lamb is small forward available too. So, if you want to run him, you can run him at small forward and not as your shooting guard. So that's an option. So again, look over here at your dash rank. Again, all the ones in the green are in a great spot. All right, yellow is an okay spot, and then red is kind of like they're in a tough spot. Now there are some players who are in this red zone that you probably can still play because you understand the matchup and you understand that player's skill set. But again, technically speaking, the safe plays, quote unquote, are going to be the guys up here at the top in the green. So yeah, so small forward. Right now, I think I have Jeremy Lamb at my small forward. We're going to see when we go over and look at the at my DraftKings where we line them up. Honorable mention, Gallinari. All right, going up against Orlando, 6.2K. Going to need that height. This guy's playing 30 minutes, putting up around 30 DraftKings points on average. So this could be an opportunity for him to exceed that 30-point floor. All righty, and you got the situation in OKC where they could be missing Steven Adams. And our last check, I saw that Whichcaller was questionable as well. What's his name? The backup center. Having a brain fart. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. The backup center. The guy from Dallas. God dog, I'm having a brain fart. What is his name? Let's see. Let's go over to the center spot because this is going to kill me. Oh, man. See, when you get on these videos and you're recording these videos live like this, all in one take, sometimes your mind gets to going. So you got to catch yourself. So there goes Steven Adams. Like I say, right now, he's questionable. He's a game time decision, quote unquote, right? So, yeah, keep an eye on for that news. So, Noel, that's his name. Good Lord. Nerlens Noel. So again, last time I checked, he's dealing with the right ankle sprain, but it's likely that he will be available. But again, just keep an eye on that news, because as we know, anything can happen. Twitter at DK_Addict. All right, another honorable mention for small forward. This guy here, TJ Warren, who's been playing well. Only 6K in that Charlotte matchup. I'm personally going with Jeremy Lamb. All right, but TJ Warren is not in a bad spot. Again, the guy's going to be on the floor getting the minutes. All right, so definitely somebody you could think about. Come down here a little bit further. This is my guy. I'm going back to him. I went to him 2 slates ago. He put up 38 DraftKings points. Now he gets a matchup versus the Lakers. So I think that he's going to be on the high side of his minutes played in this game. So somewhere around 30 minutes. And if you look at his history versus the Lakers, he's put up 40 and 34 in the last 2 matchups. And this guy's only 4.3K. That's too cheap to ignore. So Otto Porter, good to go. Has an ankle sprain, but is expected to suit up against the Lakers. So give me some Otto Porter at 4.3K. The price is too cheap. He's my small forward. And at my power forward spot, all right, so again, we're going to do the same thing again. Click on power forward. Look at our dash rank over to the left. Of course, AD is always in play. This guy here is definitely a 60 to 70 point game every day threat. So at 10K, you could be playing him instead of LeBron, or LeBron instead of AD, or maybe you can get both in somehow, depending on how value opens up the rest of the slate. All right, so but yeah, AD, even though I don't mention him, doesn't mean that he's not in play. I'm just choosing to pay up in other areas and pay down over here. So my power forward is going to be LaMarcus Aldridge, okay? 6.8K, gets a favorable matchup against this young Atlanta team. Again, he's going to be playing the minutes, 30-plus minutes, and with Trae Young expected to be back, this should be a competitive game, which means LaMarcus Aldridge is going to get more usage, more shots, more rebounds. And as you can see, he's averaging 44 DraftKings points versus Atlanta in the last 3 matchups. And at 6.8K, I cannot ignore Mr. LaMarcus Aldridge. All right. Also, Lauri Markkanen definitely got us in a good spot versus those Lakers. Again, but I'm choosing LaMarcus Aldridge just because of his usage. All right. We got a big difference there. And his history versus the team is better. So that's why I'm going with LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, you see he doesn't have a green dash rank, but I'm going based off of he has positive history, positive minutes, positive DK points on average over the last 3 games. So give me some LaMarcus Aldridge. Last but not least, my center spot. Actually, I didn't select anybody for center, did I? Yeah, I had LaMarcus Aldridge as my center, and my power forward is probably Gallinari. So Millsap is an honorable mention, guys, at 4.7K. He's too cheap in this matchup versus Miami. Yes, his minutes are a little wonky, 31, 15, 28, but I like him in this matchup. Again, his history versus his team is positive, and he's only 4.7K. Yeah, so that's my my center picks. Again, some of the guys I didn't mention, guys, are definitely still in great spots. All right, we got Jokic up against that Miami team. All right, who else? We got Sabonis if he plays, depending on his issue. Sabonis could be good to go with that left calf contusion. If he plays, he's in a great spot going up against Charlotte. Okay, so yeah. Of course, like I said, Anthony Davis is always a smash spot. So those are my top picks, guys. So let's go ahead and look at them over in DraftKings. So here you go. LeBron James at my point guard. Okay. All right. Again, Mr. Triple-Double. He's been on a tear the last couple of games, man. Look at that. All right. 62 and 69. So I like him to continue that streak here in Chicago. Malcolm Brogdon. Again, this guy has the ball in his hands. It's high usage. As you can see, he put up 46, 57, and 46 in the 3 games prior to the last game where he dropped down on the 36 DraftKings points. All right. Versus Chicago. But this is a matchup versus Charlotte, which should be a positive matchup for him. Again, look at his assists, man. 7, 16, 13, 11, 10, 10. So double-digit assists. So I like that for Mr. Brogdon. Next up, Otto Porter in my small forward. Good value play at 4.3K. Just ignore that particular issue right there against Indiana. All right. Look at Detroit. He put up 38. I like him in this spot versus the Lakers at 4.3K. LaMarcus Aldridge, like I said, is my power forward going up against the Atlanta Hawks with Trae Young expected to be back. I like him to flash his upside right here at 6.8K. Then I got Gallinari at my forward. Again, 6K going up against Orlando. Gonna need that height there. I like Mr. Gallinari. So, all right, there you go, guys. So, yeah. So that leaves you 4,900 for your last 3 spots. Again, at center, let's say you throw Millsap in your center. That leaves you 5,100 for the last 2 spots. So you got some options there, guys. So All right, so do me a favor. On today's slate, drop your comment below. Let me know who's your favorite small forward. Let's go there. All right, who's your favorite small forward? All right, on this slate. Drop it in the comments below. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Good luck on tomorrow. Again, check it out. Get those picks in there, guys. Follow me on Twitter at DK_addict, just in case there's any updates. Maybe we pivot to somebody else. I'll send that out on Twitter. And good luck on today's slate, guys. Peace.